Hi guys, my name's Kevin. I live in England, United Kingdom. It's February 2017. So Valentine's Day yesterday, so happy Valentine's Day to you all, belated though that may be, and I hope you all got the gifts that you or gifts that surprise you, and gifts of love anyway. I've watched your videos, a lot of your videos on YouTube, the ones that are titled End of Days, Rapture, or The End of the World, whatever. They've all got different titles, and you, respectfully, you've shared your dreams, your visions, your thoughts, your visitations, or whatever else. Courageously, you've shared them with the rest of us, so respect to you for that. And you've goaded me into, or you've given me a bit of courage to share my own stuff that I've had since I was 15, and I'm now 55. So let me start by saying I'm not religious. Not that I don't believe in God. I just don't follow religion openly or as steadfastly as some of you do. However, it doesn't mean I don't respect what you've said, what you feel, or who you relate to, or what Bible you relate to, what religious book you relate to. I have more of an open mind. I don't think it's as all cut and dried as the good book would like us to believe. So let me start by saying that this is just a vision and a happening from when I was 15. In fact, I had other stuff before then, but I don't think it's related to End of Days as much as this was. So I will make other, depending on the how this is received, I will make other videos, other stuff that I've seen, and I don't profess to have been visited by angels or spoken to by God or by Jesus or by the Virgin Mary. This is, apart from the 15-year-old happening, most of it's been in visions, very in your face visions that felt so real, and stuff that I can remember, and where possible in future I'll show you drawings, what I can, but I'm not a very good artist at all, so what I can put down on paper I will show you. But anyway, let's start with when I was 15. I actually had a really crabby childhood, being brought up in a children's home, so I'd like to get the mental aspect out of the way. I was very stable, and it hasn't affected me throughout my life or anything like that. So I don't think that these were the dreams and fantasies of a young lad, put it that way. Anyway, 15, I'd moved back home. My dad had got remarried again. My stepmother and my father, not a very good dad, but rest in peace, he's long gone. As much as he was a bastard, I still can say that there is a piece of my heart that would say that he still loves him. But anyway, I'm not the sort of parents you could approach with any, it was my stepmother, but not sort of a parents you could approach with any sort of thoughts, dreams, or whatever. Anyway, so 15. I don't remember the exact date, so I apologise for that. I had what I thought was a dream at first, but was a vision, that I was stood in quite a large field. I couldn't see the left or right, and in the field was plates of food and other bits and bobs, and people from different parts of the world. I saw the people, but I just knew they were from different parts of the world. So it was a really large celebration, and all of a sudden, out of the sky come a black chariot drawn by 4 black horses and a black cloaked figure, and the field, or the place where I was, started to burst into flames, and this figure was driving the people into the flames. Now, I must have been there, I don't know in what capacity, but I must have been there some way, because a man came running up to me. Now, he was Japanese, Chinese, or that ilk anyway. Came running up to me and screamed at me for help. I couldn't do anything, and at that point the vision ended. Now, I don't know whether it was the same night or another night. I mean, bear in mind it's 40 years ago, so at that time I could have told you, but anyway. I woke up, and I always slept, because I had a big double bed to myself, and it was pushed against the wall, and I always slept against the wall, face to the wall. Anyway, I woke up facing the wall, and I felt there was somebody in the bedroom. So I quickly turned over, and there, stood by my wardrobe, was a black cloaked figure. I quickly turned back again, and as far as I remember, I prayed myself to sleep. Now, if you go back to a few minutes ago, and I said that my stepmother and my dad weren't the sort of people you approach with any sort of problems. I mean, bear in mind, 70s, middle 70s were quite was a man's world. All wrong, but hey, there you go. You made your bed, you lie in it sort of attitude. I'm not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong really, but there you go. Now, again, I'm not sure of the time factor, whether it was the day after or maybe a couple of days. I really don't know. Again, I can't remember, but like I said to you, I didn't speak about that to my stepmother or my dad. But we lived about 150 metres, 200 metres away from the school, and we weren't very well off, so I used to come home for dinner. So anyway, this day I came home to find my stepmother chain smoking in the dining room, and I asked her what was wrong, and because she looked quite upset, to be honest, and I thought she'd had a row with my dad, which was sort of pretty regular, but I asked her what was wrong, and she says, I don't want to frighten you. Oh, well, you're frightening me, not telling me, to be honest. So it turns out that she was in the kitchen, and she was doing the washing up, and she felt somebody stood behind her, So she turned around quickly, and there, framed in the doorways, was a black cloaked figure. Now she thought, and consequently is what she told my dad and anybody else who would listen, was that we were haunted by monks, and the new estate that we'd moved on to, and it was a brand new estate, was built on old abbey grounds. I don't think so. I've not found anything online to substantiate that since. So that was the start of End of Days Visions. But I had a bit of a eureka moment. Over the years, I've tried to make sense of that, and I've spoken to people about it, and I've recounted the story and what they thought, but really never got any answers, and it didn't quite fit in. And of course I've had loads of other visions, or not in your face like that one where I had a visitation, but visions. Obviously I'll go into more detail on further clips, but visions of different things, and actually listening to some of you guys, there's some real similarities. But anyway, I had the eureka moment just sort of like end of last year, and I'm trying to think, where would that be? And because I honestly think it's the start of the end. Where would it be, and what would have been going on, and why was I shown that, and why was people celebrating? And anyway, I'd come to I don't know where it came from. It just like a bubble burst in my head, and all of a sudden, it was a eureka moment, and I know where it is, and I know when it is. I hope I'm wrong. Time will tell, though, won't it? We all know whoever posts End of Days, Rapture, or whatever else on it, we all got the same idea that the end's coming and it's coming soon. However, I think what I saw was the Tokyo Olympics in 2020. Wasn't a bomb. Death come down from the sky for whatever reason. May have been quite symbolic, but to come in personally like that, and I think that it's a sign of immense loss of life, not few, but immense. So look, I'm not saying I'm right, I'm not saying I'm wrong. That's the conclusion I come to, but I'd appreciate any feedback from you guys, and obviously I'll post some other stuff on. So you'll take care, and hopefully we'll speak soon. Bye bye.